First of all, y'all hit that like button, y'all hit that share button, y'all hit that subscribe button. Also, too, man, follow my Instagram right here, guys. It's my Instagram right here, man. Code.manxx. So we're finna get into it, y'all. You work on semen retention even when you don't want to. A lot of these guys, they talk about semen retention, hard mode, monk mode, all this type of stuff. But they're really slipping up. They're getting lazier. They're allowing their girlfriend to manipulate them with what's between their legs. Um, they're allowing women that they're dating to manipulate them. They're allowing these nasty videos. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about, to manipulate them. And to the men that are actually on semen retention, they can't fool us. You know what I'm saying? They're not really dwelling in darkness. They're just dwelling in the false light. You know what I'm saying? They only can fool the carnal minded man. They can't fool the spiritual minded man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what's up, bro? So you guys gotta understand, man. You're gonna work no matter what. It's not about how you feel anymore. Once you get on semen retention for so long, you do 2, 3, 4 months, you're gonna start to feel like very, very like just complete. You feel good. You know what I'm saying? Because you done got your brain fluid back. Your stamina is up, your vibration is up. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna just work even when you don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? Because see, this is what puts you in that go hard mode. This is what's gonna put you, above a lot of people, a lot of men. You know what I'm saying? Financially, spiritually, it's gonna put you above them. You know what I'm saying? Especially these guys that's dwelling in the false light. They're pretending like they're on semen retention a lot. You know what I'm saying? Well, I've been doing it for this and that and that and that. But they're slipping up. See, when it's time to work, you're gonna just work. Just like working a regular job. If you got a regular job, you don't go to work when you feel like it. You go to work based off of discipline. You go to work based off of, you don't want to get fired. You need that paycheck, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's just gonna be the same thing when it comes down to your online business that you're working on, or your online consecration that you're working on, or let's say if you are going to college to pursue your purpose, and you gotta work a job on the side. Some college students, they have to do that, and trust me, I know what it feels like because I'm pursuing my online business online, and I'm working a regular job, 8-hour shift. So I know exactly what that feels like. You know what I'm saying? But when you are on semen retention, you push through. You know what I'm saying? You pierce through your emotions. A lot of guys, they're controlled by their emotions. They do things based off of their emotions, guys. It's because they're at a low vibration. That's why. You know what I'm saying? The more low vibrational man is, the more sperm that he releases, the more emotional he become. It's all spiritual. You know what I'm saying? But once you hold in your energy, right, your chi energy, your kundalini energy, right, you feel different. You do things based off of discipline, not based off of how you feel. So many of you guys are doing things based off of how you feel. And it's stopping you. It's slowing you up spiritually. It's slowing you up financially. It's slowing you up when it comes down to you bettering yourself. You're not doing things at your full potential. You're not maxing out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all not maxing out. Even at the gym. Some of you guys, some about you on semen retention, but you releasing it. Oh yeah, you gonna feel it. You gonna realize that yeah, you releasing. You gonna get tired quicker. You know what I'm saying? When you lifting weights and all that type of stuff. And also too, you're not gonna be able to lift how much you was lifting when you was on semen retention for 3 months and you holding in all that sperm. You ain't gonna be lifting that much. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be weaker. You know why? Because your energy, you know what I'm saying? Your vibration lower. But guys, man, you gonna go get it. when you on semen retention, you gonna go get it. You gotta get it. You gotta have it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't, you know, you hitting all gas, no brake. You doing the whole dash. You know what I'm saying? You know, when it come down to where you trying to go, right? You keeping the pace. A lot of guys, they can't keep the pace. They about to give up, you know, on what they doing. Maybe because they doing it for the wrong reason. It could be because of that too. A lot of y'all doing stuff for the wrong reason, only for money. You know what I'm saying? And then you realize, like, man, you really don't love it like that. You only just did it for the money. And then, excuse me, you see other people doing sort of similar to what you're doing, and they actually love what they're doing, and it's bothering you. You know, you trying to keep up with them. You're trying to compete with them. That's a demonic spirit, man. But once you get on semen retention, I'm trying to tell you guys, you all gas. You know what I'm saying? You all gas, no break. You know what I'm saying? Especially, like I said, if you get on semen retention for a certain period of time, guys, you on that for 3 months, 4 or 5 months, guys, I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna feel the void is gonna be fulfilled in your life. The void gonna be filled in your life. It's like you don't feel insecure, you know, you don't feel mentally damaged. You know what I'm saying? You don't feel your vibration is low. None of that. I feel good, guys. I feel neutral. I feel balanced. I feel really good, guys. You know, but you gonna work, man. You know, a lot of y'all need to get on semen retention. And like I said, guys, I'm gonna show y'all the results of semen retention later. But that's just a surprise. You know what I'm saying? Or how when my channel hit, how far it got me. You know, how far it's getting me. Right? But guys, man, you gonna do things based off of discipline, not based off of your emotions. You could miss a breakthrough doing things based off of your emotions. You could miss a blessing, right? You can miss an opportunity doing things based off of your emotion. A lot of guys, this is what they're doing. They're doing things based off of their emotions. Nah, man. You gotta do it based off of discipline and purpose and love for something. I'm trying to tell you. This is why I can continue to keep the pace. A lot of y'all guys wondering, like, how can this dude keep the pace like this? He been doing this for 4 straight years. I never seen this guy took a month off. Right? Keeping the pace. Loving what I'm doing and semen retention. No, it's all spiritual. You know, a lot of guys they don't believe it. You know, a lot of guys they don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? It can make you semen retention can make you very, very successful, rich, wealthy. You know, it's different between being rich and wealthy, guys. Hope you know that. You know, wealth is like generational passed down. You could be rich and blow that money, then there's no generational wealth. You know, wealth is a lot of money. You getting a lot of it. And you got a lot of different businesses too, right? You got a lot of passive income, right? And stuff like that going on for your kids and all this type of stuff, right? But guys, man, you gonna go out there and go get it. You know what I'm saying? That's just my mindset. I ain't got time to waste. I ain't got time to play no games. You know, I'm so glad that God gave me God gave me the mindset to find my purpose so I can evolve. You know what I'm saying? This third dimensional realm, a lot of people, they only evolve a little bit. Just a little bit, guys. They only evolve. They get a regular job or, you know, they may get a career and just that's it. They don't invest into other stuff, right? Because they're afraid to do that, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with working a regular job or getting a career. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you have a business mind and you are an entrepreneur, you an investor, you know, you want to invest into a lot of stuff, right? You just waiting on you just waiting for that breakthrough. And faith without works is there. So you're just putting in the work, right? To get to that breakthrough. So you can move up another level. You know what I'm saying? But guys, man, it ain't no game on semen retention. If you stay on it long enough, bro, I'm trying to tell you, you're going to start moving based off of discipline. Not based off of how you feel. Like that's low vibrational. That's when men are at their weakest. When they pursuing a purpose or when they pursuing something or when they working based off of how they feel. A lot of times when you working off of based off of how you feel, you moody, you angry, you upset, right? You not you know you getting upset about how much work you got to do or whatever you're doing. But when you work based off of logic and based off of discipline, you understand like I got to make this sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? So I make this little sacrifice and it's gonna turn into a big sacrifice later down the road. Like what I'm doing, right? I'm doing YouTube, right, guys? I'm making this little sacrifice by doing these, over 10-minute videos, but later down the road, it's gonna be turned into a big sacrifice, right? And I'm gonna reap the benefits of my purpose, right? But guys, man, like you sturdy. You sturdy when you really on semen retention. A lot of guys, they out here fapping. They out here fapping, guys. And a lot of guys, like I said, they only doing one thing. You know what I'm saying? Some of you guys, bro, y'all got too much time on your hands. A lot of y'all got too much time on y'all hand. There's some of these women out here more busier than you guys. It's sad. It's just the truth. I know a lot of you guys don't want to hear this. I know you're gonna cut the video off or cut it down or whatever the case is. It's women out here working, got getting 7 streams of income, and you doing just one or something, right? You gotta level up, man. We gotta grow, right? Right now I just got 2 streams of income right now. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get a 3rd stream, right? And that's gonna come. That's gonna come. Well, when I drop my job, it's gonna be. I'm gonna say it's gonna be 2, but I'm gonna get a 3rd one eventually, right? I'm gonna branch off and try to do something else, right? I just don't want to just do YouTube. But guys, man, like I said, man, trying to tell you, man, when you get on semen retention, like you gonna just love to see yourself. After you put in the work, you gonna feel good. Like that's what drives me, guys. What drives me, guys, is loving what I'm doing, semen retention, and after I put in the work, I feel good. Like I get a high off that, bro. Like look what I just done did. I feel good, man. I'm like, man, I need to drop another video. You know what I'm saying? Give him another banger. That's how I be feeling, guys. You know what I'm saying? But that's how you supposed to feel. When you complete something, you supposed to feel like you can complete something else. A lot of you guys, like I said, y'all too stagnant. A lot of you guys, y'all too careless. All you want to do is smash chicks, work a job, and be miserable. That's not gonna fill the void in your life, guys. In most guys' life. Because what man, the majority of men I know, that got sense, what man does not want to be rich? Or even wealthy? If you can get to that point, right? What man don't? You gotta do more, man. You gotta go above and beyond. You gotta put in the work, man. I said some women out here, they making more money than men. Now women make more money than men. I understand that there's more women in this world than there is men. So to a certain extent, it can kind of make sense, right? To a certain extent, because they can use, their body to get businesses. They can use their body to get fan bases and all this type of stuff. But that ain't no excuse for you not bettering your life, right? As a man, there ain't no excuse. It's really, I just say that because I know a lot of you guys gonna comment that, right? I know what women are doing to get some of these women. I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them, I know what they're doing, using their body, showing their butt just to get views and shares and followers. I know what they're doing, but guess what? I'm still better in my life, right? That don't really got nothing to do with me, right? I'm just saying it because I know some of you guys gonna leave that in the comment section. I already know what's coming, right? But you gotta know what's coming, and you gotta better your future. You gotta better your life, man. Get on semen retention, man. Trying to tell you, what's up, Richardson? It'll better your life. It'll better your health. You'll do more. A lot of you guys, you're doing too less, way too less. Come on, guys, man. It's time to level up. It's time to grow. All right, guys. Stop being distracted about what's going on with Trump. Stop. I don't watch none of that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's all, a lot of stuff is staged, man. That is a distraction from me bettering my life. Y'all don't even know that. A lot of this stuff, you know, it just distracts from you bettering your life. Get your head right. Get your head in the business world, or get your head in the game and level up, guys. All right. But like I said, semen retention, you'll work even when you don't want to on semen retention, because that's just how it is, guys. Hope you guys see my bodies. Hope it helped you out, encourage you some sort of way, guys. Hold on. Had I this in 6 months, but had back-to-back wet dreams 2 nights in a row. Is a relapse. No, wet dreams is not considered a relapse, bro. But what can I tell you is that you said hadn't had this in 6 months. So you haven't done this in 6 months. So the wet dreams is like, yeah, the succubus, you know, the succubus is draining you. The succubus trying to pull you away from, trying to deviate you away from semen retention. You got to get back on it, bro. That's what the succubus doing. The succubus testing you. See if you're going to just keep relapsing, like, once you come out that dream in your real life. Is you going to keep steady relapsing, or you going to get back on semen retention? So you got to get back on it if you want to grow, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of positive stuff happen when you are on semen retention, guys. Women, like I said, bro. Women, I don't know, bro. It's like when I do long streets, guys, it's like women, like, they smooth with me. They real smooth with me. They real nice, you know, real nice and smooth with me. I don't, you know, it's my energy, man. I'm trying to tell you. It's powerful. Hope you guys got some of my bodies, man. Hope it helped you out in some sort of way, man.